Hey guys, today I'm going to talk about the biggest secret to writing great songs, the biggest secret in songwriting. And it doesn't matter how great of a guitar riff you can come up with, doesn't matter how catchy of a melody you can sing, doesn't matter how clever of a rap or a line of lyric you can come up with. Without this, you have nothing. And no one else is talking about this. Stay tuned. Hey guys, Aaron Giese here, bringing you the Geezetown perspective. And my cousin Zach Kessler commented on one of my videos. He wanted me to do something on how to write lyrics, songwriting, how to produce a song. And those are all really big subjects. I don't know if I could cover all of those in one video, but I think what I can do is tell you the biggest secret to songwriting, to all those things, really the most vital, important thing to song, not just songwriting, but all music, all art. Like any form of art has this thing in common, whether it be like a movie, a film, a dance, a photograph, like everything literally has this one vital thing. And I really don't hear anyone talking about this ever. And but I think the best way for me to describe it is to tell you about a scene from a movie that I saw. The movie's called Walk the Line, and it's about the life of Johnny Cash. And towards the beginning of the movie, Johnny Cash, he goes to Sun Studios, Memphis, Tennessee. It's his first time going to the recording studio, and he wants to get signed to Sam Phillips's label. He wants to, get his foot in the door and make this happen. He wants to do music. He wants to be on the radio. He's been practicing with his friends. He goes in there, and they're playing this song, and it's this song that, it's just like a standard for them at the time. And, everyone, it's been on the radio. Everyone's heard it, 100 times before. No one really cares. And he's not really singing it that heartfelt. And Sam Phillips, the engineer, just cuts him off, just says, hey, you guys got anything else? Because this isn't going to sell. No one's going to buy this record. And Johnny Cash is like, well, what's the deal? Is it the song? Is it my singing? What don't you like? And Sam Phillips just tells him, it's both. And he says, if you got hit by a truck and you're on the street dying and you only have time to sing one last song to tell people how you really feel, what's it going to be? This pop song, that you just heard, that everyone's heard a million times before, not very heartfelt. You got something else. So then Johnny Cash, he comes out and, sings a song about Folsom Prison, and the rest is history. But the point is, the biggest secret, the most important thing, the most vital thing in songwriting or art in general is having something to say that's worth saying, all right, that's honest, that's heartfelt, that's, you're not just kind of agreeing with everyone and going along, you're not, being pretentious and trying to fake everyone out, but that's actually how you feel, as an artist. And being a songwriter, being any kind of artist is tough because, in order to really be that honest, you kind of have to let your guard down. You have to be vulnerable. You have to figure out how to be honest with yourself. And that's tough to do sometimes. And, if we're really honest, not a lot of people are. And, but that's what it is. It's having something to say, having something that's heartfelt, that's honest. And, a few things I want to say about that. There are degrees of having something to say. Not everything has to be like what you'd say on your deathbed and this dramatic. It could just be like you're really excited about going out on Friday night and having fun with your friends. I mean, that's having something to say too. But the point is that there's a clear emotion in what you're trying to say, and you're not just, like going along with the crowd, or you're not, it's like it's coming from you. It's honest. It's how you really feel. And it's important for you to say it. And when you have that, everything else is built around that. All right. Everything else, if you have, if you're excited about Friday night, you're probably not going to have like this really depressing, slow song around it. You're going to have upbeat pop music, everything from like the chord progressions to the rhythm to the production can all be built around that. And when you don't have something to say, it's like you don't know what to do. I mean, you keep trying different things and you're like, oh, I don't know, does this work? Does this work? And it just you're complicating the song and not really getting anywhere because you don't have a clear vision of what you're trying to say. And I've run to that, with people working as a producer, where it's like they keep trying to change the song and fix it, and it's like, the underlying problem is that they don't know what they're really trying to say. And there's actually a quote that I like from a guy named Claude Debussy, who's a classical composer, lived in the late 1800s. He's a French guy, and most famous works are Clair de Lune, Reverie, La Mer. La Mer actually means the sea, which is, the ocean. And it's interesting to me because you can listen to that, and because he had, he knew what he was trying to say, it was clear. Like, you can actually listen to that, and it makes you think of the ocean. Like, it's just, and it's instrumental. There's no lyrics or anything. All right. And, but anyway, I read a book of his, or I think it was a biography on him or something, but there's a quote from him. He said that whenever an artist tries to complicate a piece of work, it's because they don't really know what they're trying to say. And, I've heard modern producers say things like, keep it simple, the acronym KISS, keep it simple, stupid. And there's, the other one people say is less is more. Everyone's talking about simplicity. Like, that's kind of the cliche thing that a lot of people talk about. But I like Claude Debussy's quote because he gives you the cause behind why you're complicating it. It's because you don't have a clear vision of what you're really trying to say. And if you had that, you wouldn't be like doing all these extra things. You'd be, focused in and know like everything needs to support this thing that I'm trying to say. And you see that, like in a movie, you need to have a main character. Like, people need to know what's going on. There needs to be a theme. If there's not, it's just like confusing and no one cares. And people walk out of the movie theater going like, what was that? And no one really likes that kind of stuff because it doesn't connect with them. They don't, people want to feel an emotion. They want to connect with something. They want to relate to someone. And, I think that's really the purpose of every form of art, whether it be a painting or a poem or a dance or music. And, people want to feel an emotion. They want to connect with that. And if you don't have a clear vision of what you're trying to say, a clear emotion in some kind of way, people aren't going to be able to connect with it. So that's what I have to say about that. And, everything else about producing, songwriting, the thing is, no one talks about what I'm talking about, having something to say. Everyone wants to talk about, having the cleverest line of lyric and having, the catchiest melody and having the coolest chord progression or the funkiest rhythm or whatever. Like, everyone loves talking about that stuff, but none of that stuff means anything without having something to say. All that other stuff are really just tools to help you say what you're trying to say. It's like, if you want to say something happy, have happy, upbeat rhythms and happy chord progressions and, support what you're trying to say. And the thing with, having something to say is, as human beings, there's not just like angry or happy or sad or, there's not just like these clear-cut emotions. There's a lot of shades in between different things. And because of that, there's a lot of interesting ways that you can create music that supports that specific emotion you're trying to convey, that specific attitude or whatever it may be. And everything else, song structures, the way that you write lyrics, being visually descriptive in your lyrics, all these other things are really just tools to back up what you're trying to say. So anyway, I think that's about all I have to say on that. Hope that helps you guys. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment. Like this video. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. And other than that, I will see you guys later. Bye. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Geezetown Perspective. If you did, make sure you give this video a like. I'll be making more videos like this for you guys in the coming days and weeks, so make sure you subscribe to my channel if you don't want to miss any. Also, check out some of my music. If you sign up for my email list at geezetown.com, I will send you 2 free songs. If you prefer to pay, you can also find my music on iTunes, Spotify, and other digital music online retailers. Until next time, see you later.